Hello, hello, hello. Can you see me, hear me? Everything good? Yes, no, maybe. Oh, this would help. There we go. Here I am. Hi. Hi, guys. Wow. So, yeah, right now I probably look pretty silly, but, um, but yeah, so I'm a mechanic and a builder. All this tech stuff's new to me. This is something I just wanted to start it or wanted to start. Um, I was inspired about, I don't know, year and a half ago. Awesome, Mr. 42. I got you there in the comments. Thank you for being here. Much appreciated. So, why am I here? Um, about 18 months ago, I discovered that people believed in flat Earth, and uh, that blew me away. I just couldn't fathom it in my mind that people still 2,000 years later, or I'm sorry, not even that much, what, 600 years ago. But, anyways, it's just crazy that people believe that. So, I was working at, and the company unfortunately got hit by COVID pretty bad. So, for the last year that the building was open, I pretty much just sat there and babysat the place and made sure it didn't burn down and fall apart or anything like that. So, um, yeah, so I had a lot of time to sit around and watch a lot of YouTube videos, and man, it's just I discovered Conspiracy Cats. He's the one who initially um, inspired me to want to do this because I just love how open and how silly he is. It's great. Hours of endless entertainment. Most of you know, but for some of you that might be watching me that don't know, go check out Conspiracy Cats. He's one of the best out there, and he's a really nice guy as well. Um, so, uh, questions? I was expecting somebody special to be showing up here. Where you at? All right, so let's okay, hang on just a second here. Okay. Hey, Limey Play, how's it going, man? Nice to see you. Thank you for coming. Um, has been you are special. Everyone's special, right? In their own way. Um, no, glad you guys showed up. Glad you guys came. Seriously. It's been incredibly awkward and weird um, so far, but I just kind of want to sit in and get comfortable and see what happens. Hey, there's my son in the chat. Everybody say hi to my son Carson. Well, have you a nice big old cup of coffee there, Limey. That might wake you up a little bit. So, all right, let's not be boring and awkward here. Mr. 42, I'm sorry about the whole Zoom thing. I'll figure that out and work that out. Like I said, I'm not a mechanic. I mean, I'm a mechanic and a builder. This tech stuff's new to me, but I'll figure it out and we will find a way to connect. Don't you worry. Um, for now, let's have a little fun and open up. Here we go. So I got this really interesting email, or not email, rather. I got an interesting notification from the Weather Channel this morning that was talking about a submarine got sucked to the bottom of the ocean by this crazy phenomena, underwater wave or something like that. Now I'm about to share it. Um, Getting there. There it is right here. Okay. So, all right, show display. Come over. Ah, look at that. It works. Okay. Okay, I didn't want the video to play. But what I did want to do is just kind of show this, and it's pretty crazy because they're saying that this huge underwater wave may have sunk Indonesian sub, and that seemed pretty wild to me. Um, Anybody in the chat, Limey 42, you guys know anything about that? You know how that could happen? Carson, don't be sorry. I know you're always just playing. It's okay. I still love you. No, I don't think they found it yet. I could be wrong about that. I read that article this morning when I woke up, so uh, they may have found it, but that's crazy to me. Yeah, imagine imagine the people inside that thing. That's just the the. I mean, realistically, they probably didn't have time really, but man, can you imagine the terror and the fear those people went through? Oh my goodness. Anyways, um, so conspiracy theories. That's what brings us all here, right? Um, let's talk about that. I have two that I think could be somewhat maybe possible. Um, one's concerning the moon landing, funnily enough. Not that it didn't happen, because I believe it totally happened, but I think what could have happened, because we hear all the flat earthers saying, well, it looks like it's filmed in a studio, this, that. What I think might have happened was that scientists back then didn't understand film that well and what cosmic radiation would do to it. So I think maybe, just maybe, that some of the footage from the moon may have gotten lost due to some kind of damage from radiation or heat or extreme temperature changes. But my point is that I think maybe some of that footage may have gotten um, damaged, and they realized it when they got back. Is what I'm trying to say. Is they're like, oh, holy crap, what are we gonna do? So maybe I can kind of maybe buy into that one. The second one is is I'm about 98% sure on this one, but I believe that horrible man from the 1930s and 40s We all know who I'm talking about. Uh, I don't think he I don't think he died in 1945. I believe he escaped. I believe that he was funded and he lived out his days, as short as they may have been, um, considering his poor state of health. Um, uh, Mr. 42 says Google drowning machine. Let's do that right now. Drowning Drowning machine is the term used to describe the dangerous situation that is created when water flows over a low head dam. As a stream of water flows over the dam, it drops into the water below, creating a backwash or current. So, are they saying that's possibly what happened to the submarine? Were they near a dam? Is that is that what it was all about? Okay, all right. While I'm waiting on some answers on that, let's just have a little fun here in Google. Let's see. Most recent conspiracy theory. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh boy, we want to stay away from that. We want to stay away from that. Let's see. Oh, you know what? You know what I wanted to talk about? How I got, how I discovered the whole flat Earth thing to begin with. Man, that's so funny. I'm a, I was listening to Joe Rogan podcast one day with Eddie Bravo, and growing up, I was a huge fan of Eddie Bravo. I thought this guy is brilliant. I'm a martial arts fan, a former practicing martial artist. I haven't for years, but I digress. So, anyways, when I hear Eddie Bravo on this podcast and he's talking about look into it, bro, look into it. That's it. I was just like, oh my god, there are really people out there that believe this. Um, hey JD, how's it going? I see you there in the chat. Max Mac, how's it going, friend? One of my first subscribers right there. I think he was my first, actually. Let me play. Franklin, I'm really sorry, buddy, but I gotta crash. Hey, no worries, man. No worries. Go get some rest. Uh, you don't lose any sleep on my account, please. Mr. 42, absolutely, I will give you a spanner. Um, it seems though, when I was talking to you before I went live, I accidentally did something and I locked myself out of my own chat somehow. I I told you I'm an idiot with this computer stuff. Um, so I would love to, but I'm not exactly sure how to do that right now. Maybe we can talk on a more private um, connection, and you can help me out with that stuff. Maybe that'd be great. Max says Eddie's bonkers. Yeah, Eddie's bonkers. Yeah, man. God, he is, but he's brilliant at the same time. I mean, this guy invented the twister submission. I mean, I don't know if you guys are MMA fans or not, or Brazilian Jiu Jitsu fans, but this submission, it's called the twister. It's one of the wildest submissions I've ever seen, and it's so much fun to watch, and because it's really hard to catch. You really gotta get your opponent in a really messed up um, in a messed up spot to catch them in a submission. And it's only happened, I think, 3 times in the UFC. So yeah. At the same time, he's very smart too. Hey, allow me play. Good night, man. Thank you for being here. I truly appreciate it. Can't share links. Can't share links right now. No biggie. Yeah, I don't know what I did. I was trying to reply to one of when we were talking earlier, and I hit a button and the it opened up like the code window or whatever, and then now I can't type into my chat. Like I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I did. I was trying to answer your question and I pushed the button wrong and I screwed it up. So I'll figure that out. Did you see the lake? Oh, you're talking about Chris Weidman, dude. Talk about coming full circle, right? Jeez, holy crap. Um, yeah, that was nuts. That was, ooh, I've never seen anything more brutal in my life. I don't think even Anderson Silva's leg breaking um, on Weidman's leg didn't look as bad as that. I, oh man, that was tough to watch. But I think I was more shocked by Usman knocking out Masvidal, though. I got to tell you, man, that blew me away. I did not think that was going to happen. If you would have asked me the day before the fight who's going to win, I would have said I would have bet everything I had on Masvidal to go out there and win that fight. That was wild. That was a good one. Good and good on Usman, man. That he's really getting better every time. And Matt Powell has an inflatable banana in his backyard, which he calls Dr. Peel. Thank you, Mister 42% in that. Yeah, that actually that does make me feel better. Weirdly enough. Um. Okay. All right. So now that we've got what 5 people here, I got a whole 5 people here. Yay! I wish I could do the Tiny Tim voice. Yay! Um, man, I'm gonna regret that. Somebody's gonna pull that and use that against me. Um, oh, oh, that's your webcam. I got you. Okay. All right. So, does anybody got any questions you want me to answer? Anything about me you want to know? Oh, you know what? I just realized something too. And my OBS, my image is right, but in my YouTube studio thing, the thumbnail there in the corner, it's showing it flipped. Is my image reversed? Oh yes, graduation. My daughter. This is her right here, actually, right there. That's her. That's Micaiah. She's my firstborn kid, and yes, man, I'm so amazingly proud of her, because it man, I hated school. hated it, and I was not good at it, and I really didn't understand the value of learning and obtaining knowledge until way after the fact. Um, yeah, I, I I grew up in a different kind of space. Max Mac asks, would you take a ride in Blue Origin? 100%. I have watched that video of the mannequin ride going up. I don't know. I've seen that video probably 20 times, and man, that would be absolutely amazing. I would love to do that, just to go to low Earth orbit and back. Maybe take a couple rides around. Um, that that would be awesome. Um, oh, Max, we're getting heavy with the questions here. Okay, let's play. Do I believe in a God of some form? So, I'm not arrogant enough to say either way. Um, I believe what science has taught us and what we know from learning and what we know about evolution. Um, until I can until I can see a God, I won't believe in it. No. But I'm not arrogant enough to completely dismiss the possibility. I'm not talking about gun control. I'm not talking about Trump. Mannequin Skywalker. There you go. Yes, that's his name. Yeah, yeah. I'd rather stay away from politics, you know. But yeah, that man made us look pretty foolish at times. I will say. Oh, by the way, hey, you guys see? Uh, Everybody remember Michael Collins? Rest in peace, man. Oh, Carson says, Max, gun control is actually a topic I think about sometimes. I have some opinions. Well, Carson, we'll have to talk about that. Uh, yeah, we'll have to talk about that later. We'll sit down. We'll sit down and we'll talk about that. Mr. 42 says, saying you don't believe in God is not the same as believing there is no God. That is correct. That was exactly what I was trying to convey. Um, I'm not. I'm just. I'm. I don't feel important enough, to or arrogant enough or whatever you want to call it, to absolutely say no. There's no God. But I can say with absolute certainty that no, the world is not 6,000 years old. It's much older. And no, it was not created in 6 days. That I can say with fair enough certainty. Um, Max says where there's politics, there's debate. Yeah, but I'm not that well versed on politics, anyways. I it's a messy topic, man. It's messy, messy, messy. I always heard growing up, three things you never really get in a heated conversation with somebody about is religion, um, politics, and there was one other thing, but it just totally slipped my mind. Um, Mr. 42 says there is no God, in my opinion, is a statement that cannot be proven or disproven at this point. believing there is a God. Yeah, yeah, I I don't think human beings, um, religious people in particular, I don't think they give themselves enough credit for what we as people are capable of doing. You know, it, my wife and I, we we got together at a very young age. We got married very quick into our relationship, and we've been together ever since. We've got 4 kids, and everything worked out. But I would like to think that we did all that because of the hard work that we put in, and all that. Pe- People don't give themselves enough credit. They want to say that this or that is a blessing because of this or that. I don't buy that. People, give yourselves more credit. Um, Max Mac just simply says sex. No, thank you, but I do enjoy it. Oh, nice. Good call, Mr. 42. Close. I just turned 40 actually in February. Thank you. So yeah, all right. Really doing my best not to be silent and awkward here. So yeah, back to why I'm here and what I want this to be. So, like I said earlier, I was inspired to do this just by Katz, by his silliness and by his creativity. And he was the first one I reached out to, and he was the first one to also reach back to me. And I'll forever be grateful for that. That was awesome. So, moving on, um, what I want this to be is not like what everybody else does. Um, I do want to cover the same sort of things, but I think what I'd like to do with this channel is make it more of a podcast, where I interview my favorite creators, and the people that I look up to, and maybe even some people that I don't. So, try to fix this in comment makes it more interesting. Ah, Max. Okay, I I see what you're saying now. Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, yes. I'm streaming in YouTube Studio. Yes, through OBS, and that's only because those are the only two things that I know of. I about a year ago, when I got inspired to start doing this, I started investing money in cameras and computers and gear, which, by the way, reminds me rather of, I need to give a big shout out to my tech guy. And he's given me permission to share his name. So Michael Tede is his name. I worked with him at Stonecrop Technologies. He is the best IT guy out there, and I got a great deal on a pretty sweet setup. So, and I told Mike I'd give him a shout out. So, Michael, you are the man. I'd love to have you over to talk sometime, and I can't wait to see you. Hey, everybody. My mom's in the chat. Everybody say hi to Donna. Donna Tyson. She asked, who would be your first pick to interview? Well, I've already got my first one lined up. It's going to be with Conspiracy Cats on May 8th at 7 a.m. our time. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. I can't wait to talk to him. I can't wait to pick his brain. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, and then on top of that, um, there's guys out there like Team Skeptic, Fight the Flat Earth, Skeptic Dank, Irish Demon. Um, gosh, the list. When I'm asked to pull this off the top of my head, I suck. This is why I write everything down. Yes, Carson, you know her as Mama. That's right. But there are so many great creators out here on YouTube doing good things, education wise, and stopping the spread of misinformation wise. That is um, that's my mission, is to stop misinformation. Um, it's dangerous. It's dangerous, and kids are listening to it. And there's people out there, um, like Mom and Carson. You guys aren't going to know who this guy is, but um, there is just this terrible person. I don't even want to say his name, but Mr. 42 and Max, they probably know who I'm talking about. Got the same initials of a southern U.S. city in O. In O. Yeah, that guy. Um, and he's dangerous. He truly is. He screams at people. He actually he got caught on a live stream smacking his child, allegedly. Uh, it's, my mom says she's fabulous because she has a fabulous son. You hear that, folks? I'm fabulous. That's right. Max says the rise of fake news is another epidemic. Yeah, yeah, you got it, 42. You got it. I don't even want to say his name. I don't even want to get, he's, in my opinion, that man is the worst human being walking the face of the earth, whether it's flat or not. Yeah, Carson, that's what I said. I said that you and Donna would not know who I was talking about. But I'll tell you guys. I'll tell you guys. Like I said, I don't want to say his name here and give him a platform, even though he's already got his own and a ton of followers. Whatever. Education is the vaccine. Yeah, yeah. Man, I got a little bit of hate on a short that I posted the other day, or day before yesterday, I think it was. Um, I mentioned earlier that I was a Joe Rogan fan, and I still am. I like to, you know, uh, what I kind of want this to be. I want to be like the poor man's Joe Rogan. Uh, um, yeah. So yeah. Anyways, he said something to the effect the other day, like that statistically COVID is not dangerous to children, therefore they shouldn't get the vaccine, and it's crazy to him uh, that people are telling other people to get their kids vaccinated. Um, I didn't agree with that statement. That's all I was saying. I wasn't hating on the guy or anything. I just don't agree with that statement. Um, I have an uncle, and I know this is not the same thing, and we're talking about apples and oranges when it comes to uh, diseases here. But I have an uncle who had polio, and had that vaccine not came along, um, he wouldn't still be with. He's still with us today. Yeah, I man, and And who really knows? I don't think there's been enough data on this virus yet to conclusively make those kinds of. It's only been around a year. How much can we really know about it? Max says his hair is just terrible. Yeah, yeah. Oh, right on, Mac. Good, good, good. Mr. 42 says some stuff you're talking about, I have no idea. We Europeans don't always keep a close look on the USA. What are you referring to, man? Maybe I can fill you in a little bit, at least to what I know, which ain't much. Yeah, absolutely. Mom says she got both of hers, and I hope you're feeling better. By the way, I knew you kind of after that second one you weren't feeling great for a day or two. So I hope you're feeling better. She says if people would just think of others and not themselves, absolutely, that's a big problem, you know. And she said something to me that really uh, kind of resonated, I guess. Um, all those years, and not that I disagree with it, because I don't think that we should be allowed to smoke in public places anymore. But for many, 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 many years, we all had to hear about how we don't want your secondhand smoke. We don't want your secondhand smoke. Well, people, put your masks on because I don't want your secondhand COVID. As silly as that sounds, I mean, to me, when she said it, it was like, hey, that kind of makes sense. Max says Joe's UFC commentary is pretty good. His medical commentary, not so much. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he needs to stick with talking to what he knows. Yeah, or at least maybe bring a virologist on the show. Get get somebody who really knows what they're talking about to come on the podcast and break it down, bring out the numbers, bring out the work. Mom, I believe Mr. 42. I believe he is in the Netherlands. Max says good point. Yeah, if yeah, I assume that that's to the comment of Rogan's medical advice. Yeah, man, just instead of saying things like that to your buddies, to your comedian friends, um, bring somebody on the podcast who knows what they're saying, and then you can repeat what they say if it turns out that it's factual. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. 42. You're in Germany. I'm sorry. Your mom says this is one of the problems that no one knows. Everything about this is still a lot of trials going on. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, there's no way we can know everything about this yet. I mean, we need more research. We need more time. We need more results. We need, you know, I I'm not a medical person. I don't know, but I'm just saying. Max says Joe may have been a little worse for wear after a few joints. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, you know how that goes. Uh, where Mr. 42 says, Frank, take a look at StreamYard for your next live session. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I actually I was watching a live stream. I believe it was the one you were on last night, and it was using StreamYard. I heard you guys talking about it. The one with cats. Yeah, when I'm done here today, I'm definitely gonna look at some different options. Max says the virus acts differently to different people, from no symptoms to death and everything in between. Yeah, yeah, I guess. You know, there's there's asymptomatic people. I mean, it could be um they could be full blown carriers and not even know it, and end up inadvertently getting somebody else sick. That's the whole that's the whole thing behind the masks. I mean, it's like Mom said, people don't think about other people. That's that's the problem with all these anti-mask Karens and Chads. So, Mr. 42, is everything coming through okay on your end? Is the connection good? Audio and all that is or is it just a program thing, just a a better program? Mr. 42 says Frank, not far off though. I actually am Dutch. Yeah, I could hear it in your voice. Yeah, that's why I guess Netherlands. Um, Mom says I agree, Max. And now it's passing from animals, cats, and dogs are getting it and giving it back to people by a different. I'm gonna assume she meant strain there. Um, yeah, I don't know about that. Um, I haven't I haven't read anything about that. But that's interesting. No, I'm definitely gonna look into that. Uh, Streamyard, Streamyard, you can have guests by itself, saves you the trouble. Ah, perfect. Yes. So I've just been uh, getting ready for this Cats interview on the 8th, and I've been watching and reading and learning whatever I can about how this software works and how the computer works, and before I even thought of wanting to start doing this, I could barely turn a computer on. Uh, I suck at using them so bad. But I am learning. I am learning. That's what's important. I am learning and I am getting better, and I will definitely do what I can to make my content better, because after all, as creators, that is our goal. Max says I saw report rather human to cat transfer. Huh. Yeah, Max, I wish I could give you a spanner, because I'd like a citation on that. Mr. 42, in the beginning, it is overwhelming. Man, it really is. It's a lot to take in. Um, because you know, just let's see, my job ended on March 31st, so pretty much April 1st is when I started all this and put all this together and everything. So I mean, yeah, I'm just learning on the fly, and it is very very overwhelming. I've got stacks and stacks and stacks of notes, and I keep this is my this is my important journal. Um, but I got stacks and stacks and stacks of notes everywhere. Max says the moral of the story: don't wipe your nose on a cat. Yeah, that's probably they probably wouldn't like that too much. You might end up getting get, getting your face scratched off. That's funny. I was hoping that my other two daughters would have came and been visiting with us as well, but I don't see them anywhere in here. No, no, no. CDC report human the cat here. Without giving away too much, Max, where's here? Like, or Midwest, West, East, what? Mr. 42 says the Netherlands had an outbreak of the lurgy under a bunch of fully vaccinated elders. Normally, I'm pretty good at getting sarcasm, but I can't tell if that's sarcasm or a joke. Mr. 42, seriously, I'm not trying to be a dick. Is that's serious? Sorry, I know these long, awkward pauses suck. I know. But hey, I'm already 10 steps ahead of Daniel Pratt because I know how to edit those out of my videos. Mr. 42, not kidding. So, yeah, wow, that's crazy then. So, wow, that's crazy. Let me find the source. Huh. Wow, that is insane. Yeah, I would love to read about that. If you would email that to me next time, I'm gonna get you set up to me. So you're gonna be a moderator here. The vaccine does not keep you from getting it. It only keeps it from killing you. Your symptoms aren't as bad. Lincoln Zoom chat. Oh, all right. Thank you, Mr. 40. I've been paying so much close attention to YT Studio that I completely forgot about our Zoom. I'm sorry about that. There we go. Ha ha ha. And you know what I think my problem is with the Zoom here, Mr. 42, is I'm using my G85 right now, and I don't think it can connect to OBS and Zoom at the same time. It'll do one or the other, but it won't do both. And so I don't know why. Okay, good. Yeah, I got the link. Yeah, I'm gonna have a good read at that, and yeah, I'm definitely interested in that. Thank you. Max says it's still not certain if after vaccination you can still spread it. Yeah, Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, like I said, that all that comes down to data and time. We just need more time to get. Right now, here I live in Ohio, for instance, and right now we have about a third of the state vaccinated, and we were a state that were pretty hit. We were hit pretty hard. Um, so yeah, we just need to get it out there, get the numbers back, and see what it looks like. Um, Mom says this is that is why you should still wear the mask because until it goes away, you can still pass it on to others. Yes, yes. I was watching when I woke up this morning. I was watching local news, and they specifically filmed a doctor giving a shot and then saying to the person, "Now keep your mask on." So yeah, I'm seeing what you're saying there. But now this happened. Uh, I think what was it that a couple days ago or whatever. Now they're saying that um, people who have been vaccinated are allowed to go to concerts and stuff again as long as or be in large groups or whatever outside. Um, yeah, I just kind of heard about that. I don't, Mom. Maybe you know more about that than I do. Max Mac, huge numbers dead in America. I think India's numbers will dwarf those figures. Yeah, I don't know anything about what's going on in India over there, Max. You never leave the wife hanging. Never. I learned that the hard way. Mr. 42, I just appreciate you being here, man. I really do. Much like Cats and the other guys I mentioned earlier, Mr. 42 is also a creator. Um, he makes he makes his own videos as well. And if you guys would go over there and go ahead and give him a sub and check out his content, it's pretty good stuff. Well, Max says, yes, I have a card to prove vaccination. Okay, so they're giving you like an ID that says I have like when you vote, I have voted, that kind of thing. I got you. Wow, I can't believe it. Almost an hour's gone by already. This has been It's been a lot more fun than I anticipated. Oh, and my camera battery is dying. Okay, so I'm gonna have to cut a quick end to this because I just noticed that my camera battery is dying. So I will try this again in a day or two with some different software. I need to do some research and learn about some things. And yeah, I'll be back. Until then, everyone, please be kind, be safe, and take care of each other. I have been Frank being Frank. See you guys later. Bye.